We are pleased to have our first guest here on day number 4 be one of the top quarterbacks in the entire National Football League, certainly in terms of passing yards, 4,902 passing yards, second only to Jameis Winston, a career-high 30 touchdown passes for the Dallas Cowboys, the quarterback of America's team, Dak Prescott. Good to see you, sir.
Great to
How
have
are
me
you?
on. I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
You are most welcome. How do I mean, do I call you a free agent quarterback sitting here? What do I call you, Dak?
I don't know. This is my first time going through this. You tell me. Call me whatever, I guess.
I will call you Dak Prescott.
That works.
One of the top quarterbacks in the National Football League who deserves to get, let me use the word, pizzade. How does that sound?
I like it.
Yeah? I know your agents are over here. I don't mean to take their gig away from them, but how do you feel this season went for you, Dak?
I mean, obviously, I'm somebody. I want to win. I want wins. Simple
Right.
as that. So it wasn't a success. Obviously, didn't make the playoffs. That's the mindset. You want to have an opportunity to play in this game, and when you don't make the playoffs, that's not realistic. So, but for me individually, I took a step. I think I took a step in the going to the next level of where I want to be and improving in the passing game. I still want to be more consistent. There's obviously areas that I continue to grow from and clean up, but
Right.
I feel like I took a step this year individually.
Well, and in terms of you having to go about your business with your business somewhat open-ended,
Yeah.
I'm not a quarterback in the league, okay? I've never had somebody actually, while I'm trying to broadcast, try to hit me, okay? So there's not many other parallels. But I am in a business where you go contract to contract to
Right.
contract. And if I'm in a walk year and somebody isn't signing me to the manner in which I want to be signed, it's not easy. And I'm wondering how you went about your business this year.
Yeah, I
with
mean, it's
that.
not easy. It's disappointing, but that's not something I worry about. Once the season started, once I knew for a fact the contract wasn't getting done, I was focused on my team, and I was focused on that shared commitment that I had with those guys, and it had nothing to do with my individual getting a contract or money I'm going to make. That went out the window, and that wasn't a factor or anything that ever crossed into my head.
So you just, once week 1 hit, you knew that was it, that you weren't going to talk week 4, week 5?
I mean,
and
honestly,
something like
I
that?
think it went a little bit, and I want to say it was about week 4, week 5 that, hey, it's not going to get done. We'll talk about it again after the season. And for me, that's fine. It is what it is. That's part of it. I'm going to control what I can control,
Yes.
and that's going out there and preparing to be my best on Sundays.
And what does it mean to bet on yourself? What does that mean?
Yeah, I mean, you believe in yourself. You have the confidence in yourself. You're not listening to your doubters. You're not listening to the people that think you can't do something. And that's how I've been my whole life. If I've ever listened or ever took into account what others thought of me, I wouldn't be here with you today. So, I mean, I've got all the confidence in myself. I'll bet on myself again and again. And
Where do you get that from? Where do you pick
I
that
think
one
just
up?
the way I was raised, just facing adversity and overcoming adversity and knowing that with the right mindset, with being positive and being optimistic, controlling what you can control, everything's in front of you. And for me, that's how it's been throughout my life, and I've just how I continue to move.
Dak Prescott here, courtesy, by the way, of our friends at Sleep Number, when we talk about it all the time here, and we'll talk a little bit more about it with you in a second. If you could just be a fan, okay,
Yeah.
to put hard-earned Dak Prescott dollars down to watch one quarterback play in this league, who would that be?
One more time.
If you were just a fan,
Yeah,
and you would pay, you could pay to see one quarterback perform live, go to a game, because you wanted to see this quarterback perform, who would that be?
It'd probably be Lamar Jackson. For me, just watching him play, it's exciting. It's something I've never really truly seen before. Just how elusive he is, how fast he is, his sudden change. And then for him to do all that and then stop and throw the ball, I think it'd be impressive to watch just as a fan.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever seen him live? I don't think you have. It's Cowboys.
No,
not
I've never.
played,
Yeah,
right.
we've never played him or never seen him play live.
Yeah, it just looks on television a little bit different.
Yeah,
knowing the speed of the game, obviously.
Yeah,
as well
for
as
me,
you
knowing
do.
the speed and knowing the position, when I watch him, it just looks different. When I watch Lamar Jackson, I can't watch it as a quarterback, and I get to watch it as a fan. And
Sure.
I just think that's fun. I think he's a great player.
Dak Prescott here on the Rich Eisen Show. So now here at this Super Bowl 54, how do you see this X's and O's working this weekend? Niners versus Chiefs.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't play either of these teams, so I don't want to go in depth and act like I know that much about them. Know kind of the scheme of the 49ers and what they're doing, and know that defense, and obviously what Pat Mahomes and those weapons with the play calling of Andy Reid. I mean, I think it's going to be a great matchup. I think a lot of points are still going to be scored, even with the San Fran's defense. But I don't know. It's hard for me to pick. 2 days ago, I said the Niners. Yesterday, I said the Chiefs. And so I guess today I got to go back to the Niners. I don't know who I'm choosing.
By the way, that's not a bad way to go. And look, I understand you've got a ton of playing days left.
Right.
But you do know what the previous quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys is getting paid to talk about football, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you have the possibility of setting things up for yourself.
That's fine. I mean, that's great to look forward to. And Tony does a great job of calling.
He does.
Calling the
and
game.
my gosh, I mean, you obviously with Tony and you taking over the reins right there, you may have gotten him a pay raise. If you think about that.
Hey, well, that's a conversation me and Tony have to have when I get back to Dallas.
I know, and Troy's calling the Super Bowl.
Right.
I mean, you're kind of on a nice career path right now as you're. That's why I'm trying to give you a little bit of paparazzi time right here if you want it.
Yeah, I mean, no, those guys, they paved the way. I mean, definitely. It's special being a part of the Cowboys organization, and obviously at this position, not many positions in all of sports comparable to the Dallas Cowboys quarterback. And you see when you play, it's a great platform, but even as you go on, Tony and Troy are showing you that.
These show it. Dak Prescott here on the Rich Eisen Show. Have you spoken to Mike McCarthy yet?
I have. Me and Mike McCarthy shared a phone conversation. Just excitement on both ends. Just excited to play for him, and then he shared his excitement to coach, and he's won a Super Bowl. I'm excited just to get to work and chase that.
Okay, but you got to get your business handled first.
Right.
All right. So I'm seeing you said in other interviews you're confident something's going to get done. Is that
I got
yes?
all the confidence. Yeah, I'm definitely confident. I mean, I'm always confident in myself. I bet it on myself. Was confident in that. I'm confident in my agents and my team getting something done, and I have confidence in the Cowboys.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you the question this way about what contract you think you're going to get. Okay, in terms of pie, because I've heard there's less pie. I've heard there's more
less pie.
That's right. There's Jerry Jones right there, the voice of Jerry Jones. We've heard there's less pie. We've heard there's more pie. I'm wondering if you think this is deep dish pie. How deep is it a deep dish pie?
If I'm guessing, I'd say yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it franchise pie?
I would say.
You would say? Well,
no, I mean, I don't know what kind of pie we're talking about.
Franchise tag pie. Is it franchise tag pie?
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
long-term pie? Is it long-term pie?
I don't know. I just want a piece of the pie. Just put it like that.
Okay.
Just takes a
I'm getting
nice
hungry,
chunk out of
right?
the pie.
I mean,
That's it? Yeah, okay. And is it a pie that starts with a 4? Is it a pie that starts with a 4?
I just said I'm leaving it up to my agents to cut my piece of the pie.
Okay.
I'm just ready for it and ready to eat. So
Okay.
when that happens, I'm ready to get to work and excited for this offseason.
And we've also heard through DeMarcus Ware told us that when you sit in Jerry's office, have you gotten the Jerry's office meeting yet?
I've been in Jerry's office.
Okay, that he lights a candle, turns the lights down, and gives you a whole Dallas Cowboys speech. Have you had that? You have not had that yet?
No,
Okay.
I haven't had that one yet.
He says that happens when he's trying to close a deal. So I think you'll know that you're really close if you
when
walk
the
in.
lights turn off.
Lights go
Okay.
down.
Thank you for that warning and that heads up. So now I know what's going on when that happens.
There's apparently a votive candle with a Dallas Cowboys star right on the side of it. I don't know if it's scented. Maybe it's a smell. It might be the smell of pie of some sort.
Right.
I'm just saying that hasn't happened yet. Is what you're saying?
It hasn't happened.
Okay. When you
It
get that
hasn't
call,
happened.
you know, wow, I'm close.
Okay. Appreciate that.
I'm just trying to help you out right there.
Need that heads up,
Yeah,
definitely.
you got it. So let's talk about your relationship with Sleep Number and what you're doing in accordance with them.
Yeah, I mean,
weekend.
obviously I'm here with Sleep Number. I'm excited to be here. Been partnered with them going on my second year. And last year, throughout the middle of the year is when I first got my Sleep Number bed. And I was a little rebellious to getting it. And at the time, I didn't want to get it. We were 3 and 5. But sure enough, listened to my agent, got it, went laid in it, and became a believer of the Sleep Number because of what it did for me. The advantage it gave me, I was able to track it like I do my weightlifting, like I do my eating regimen, and it allowed me to improve. I mean, last year, 2 years ago, you look at the season, we're at 3 and 5, went on to make the playoffs, made a big run. Sleep Number takes credit for it, and I give it to them. But it's definitely my competitive edge, and I'm here sharing that with everyone.
My Sleep Number setting is 60. What's your setting?
Mine's been 40. Lately, this offseason, I've played with it for a little bit, but the past year and a half, it's been 40. It's
40
worked for me, but just trying to see something out.
You like it a little on the softer side.
I do, and in the past, I've been a little more firm, so that's why I'm trying to turn it back up a little bit.
Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out the Sleep Number in relation to the pie number. This is math. We could figure this whole thing out.
I think they're related. I mean, I think they're kind of the
related,
same.
huh?
Yeah.
I never know. I know. You got the anti-snore function as well. You got the whole thing working here. So, and then the 360 smart bed we've been talking about, it like adjusts you to keeping you sleeping comfortably throughout the entire night. So you
throughout
do
the
that
entire
too,
night. I mean, you said it, checking your heart rate, being able to tell how restless you are. It's great for me. Plus, I have the cool and heated mattress. I like it cold. I like my room dark.
Okay.
It's the best.
All right. Before I let you go, what is Daniel Jones getting with Jason Garrett as his offensive coordinator?
Yeah, he's getting a great coach. He'll be excited for him. I think he'll do a lot for his career. I mean, I know Jason deserves a lot of credit for my development. So appreciative for what he did for me, believing in me and drafting me. But not only that, coaching me and pushing me to the player that I am now. He's got a good coach.
Well, I mean, it was definitely a difficult time, obviously, with all seriousness about what was going on with you and Romo at the time. And Jason had to navigate all that. That is not an easy thing for a coach to do. How did he help you in that process as you were going through all that?
Yeah, I can't imagine that was easy, but he believed in me. And that's what that conversation was when that came around is, hey, we believe in you. You got us here. We're gonna ride this out. And from that moment, that was a big moment for me, right? I mean, not only did he draft me, but in this position, in the midst of this controversy, they're sticking with me, and he did, and he believed in me. And that goes a long way. He prepares like no other, and he's a great coach, and happy for him.
So he does more than just clap, right? I mean,
he's a great coach. He prepares. He's one of the best when it comes to preparation.
He gets a lot of crap for the whole clapping thing.
He does.
But it works.
It works. Yeah. I mean, I'm a big clapper myself. I'm a high five guy. But yeah, I mean, I guess you've got to watch it now in this world, how often that you do it.
I guess I know exactly. And speaking of enthusiasm, one last thing for you here. Mike Leach doesn't leap out at me as a guy who likes cowbells very much or understands what he needs to do with the cowbell. You saw that video of him coming off the flight, being named at your alma mater as the new head coach there, right?
Whether he knows what to do or not, he's trying. He got off the plane ringing the bell, and we're thankful to have him. I think it's an exciting hire. I'm excited to watch that program, watch where they go from here. I know a lot of balls are going to be thrown, and excited for what he's going to do at Mississippi State.
It's just, what do you think he needs to do here? Does he need to work on something?
He's got to find just a little bit tighter with the wrist. He's got it in a great posture, got the cowbell high. Just tighter wrist,
He just walking around there. Yeah, just move it around, Coach. Just get it working right there.
I like it.
Hey, Dak, thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
When the pie comes out of the oven, give me a call, and we'll talk about the pie, how deep it is, how much less there's remaining, and how expensive the pie is, and again, if you ever saw the movie Hoosiers, where Coach Dale asks the guy to play defense so tight that he wanted to get a report on the flavor of gum that the defender was chewing. I want a report on what the scent of the candle is in Jerry Jones's office. Okay?
I got you.
I want all that. That's Dak Prescott here on The Rich Eisen Show.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.